welcome back. It's Lisa from Critters'n Ink Designs in Ontario, Canada. And today I thought I'd do a couple of alternatives for the August paper pumpkin that I posted the video for yesterday. It's called Time for Cake, and it's really cute. So these are the 3 cards that we did yesterday. So just the basic, I just did the basic kit. I didn't have time to do alternatives yesterday, but isn't that stinking cute with the little rose gold fork and the rose gold foiling on the little candle there? And then we had this one, which had some rose gold foiled balloons. Super cute, really cute. And of course we had the rose gold, what do you call that? Baker's twine. And on the inside of this one, I stamped a couple of the little balloons and just used my Stampin' Right marker in the Night of Navy, which is the coordinating color for the ink spot that was enclosed in the kit. So that was the second card. And then this actually I think was the first card that I made. This one was super cute. So it's like an accordion type card. So it's tied together, and then this unfolds like this. Isn't that sweet? So cute. Yeah, really, really cute. So those were the 3 cards that we made yesterday. So let me grab my little tweezer there. I'll just put this back together. So today, I saw one of the demonstrators had posted an alternative that she did, and she cut a window in the cake. And of course, you know, where my brain goes immediately is to shaker cards. Of course, why wouldn't it? So I'm going to copy her card, but I'm going to turn it into a shaker card. So to do that, I'm going to need a card base, and I think I'm going to do it in petal pink. And so what I need for that is the cake. Come here, cake. This one. And, well, let's do this first. Okay, so I need my trimmer, and I'm going to make a card base, like a typical card base. So I'm going to score this on the short side, on the 8.5 inch side at 4 1/4. And I'm using, these trimmers have 2 blades. The dark one is the cutting blade, and the light one is the embossing blade. Let me zoom out a little here and sort of see what I'm doing. There. So 4 1/4, I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. Then I'm going to rotate it half like one turn, and I'm going to cut it at 5 1/2, and that's going to give me 2 card bases, and my score lines are here. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this to 3 3/4. Well, it's going to make it really small. I'm going to trim this to 4 by 5 1/4, and then maybe I'll trim it again later. I don't know. We'll see. So 4 by 5 1/4. So I think I'm just going to take that 1/4 inch right off the top, because that seems to be where I can spare it the most. All right. So then this is going to sit on here. I almost kind of think it needs some navy behind it. And then onto the petal pink. So if that's the case, I'm going to have to cut this down a little bit more. So let's do that. I am going to cut this down to 3 3/4. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off of each side, because I still want it to be even. So 3 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off the bottom, So 5 1/8, and then on the top I'm going to take off another 1/8 of an inch, and that will make this 3 3/4 by 5. So 3 3/4 by 5, and then do I want to use this, or do I want to use just Night of Navy? Okay, so for my Night of Navy, I'm going to cut it at 3 3/4, so 3 7/8. 3 7/8. Oh, this is right. Yeah, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. Cross your fingers. Hopefully that's good enough. We'll see in a minute. All right, so let's put that aside. Get my card base. All right, so let's see. So I have my 3 7/8, and then my card. Yeah, so I kind of like that better. There, I like that better. Super cute. All right, so we know that this is going to go on here, so I'm going to put this aside. But on here, I'm going to cut a circle out of the cake. Now let's size. So I've got my deckled circles dies here, and they're not in the catalog. They're in the online store. I just don't know what size. Probably that size. Now what I should do is check my stamps to see if the Make-A-Wish is going to fit in that circle. And if it isn't, I'm going to have to rethink this. So Make-A-Wish. Oh, it does. Beauty. Okay. So I'm going to take my Make-A-Wish, and I'm going to pop it on my block. And I need to cut out my circle. So let me grab some washi tape here. I'm just going to cut this out. There. I love these deckled circles. If you haven't seen them yet, I've used them quite a bit, and my deckled rectangles too. Absolutely love them. And I think, let me just look on the back. I think there's 14 circles in these layering circles. I just love them. How many? Yeah, 14. So, oh, I love these. Love them, love them. They have the deckled rectangles too, and I wish they'd come out with some layering squares. But, okay, so this is going to go on here, and I need a piece of window sheet. So I have a piece of window sheet here. This is left over from the shaker card I made the other day. And I just need to put this on the back of here so that my shaker bits don't come out. So I'm going to grab some tear and tape, and I'm just going to go around my circle. Now this doesn't have to be pretty. It's going to hide behind, like on the card. And it doesn't need to be precise because the shakers, your shaker little bits aren't going to be involved in this part of the card at all. So let me just see here. So I just need a piece kind of like that big. So let's just cut this. I should use my trimmer and make it more precise, but that's okay. There, so I'm just going to pop that on there. Let me grab mine, take your pick tool. And I'm just going to pop off my carrier, I guess it's carrier sheet, I don't know, whatever you call this backing. so cute. I just, whenever I see an opportunity to make a shaker card, man, I'm on it. Okay, and here is my window sheet. So I'm just going to make sure that all the hole is covered. That's all I need to be worried about. And then I need my foam strips. So I've got my foam strips. And I'm just going to go around my circle like this. Now I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. You know what? I came down to do my nails. And then I thought, oh, I'm going to do some alternatives for my paper pumpkin. So here I am. I do my own nails. I've been trying like crazy to find somewhere local that does a good job. I often will get mine done when I'm taking care of my daughter's kids. All right, so I've got my foam strips. I probably shouldn't have taken that carrier sheet off quite yet, but oh well. So this is going to go here. So what I have to decide now is, am I going to put a piece of white behind there? Here's a little piece of white, like this, with the shakers? Or will I put a piece of, I think what I'll do is take a piece of this card with all the little shiny like light things, and I'm going to cut a piece that is 2.5 by, I think 2.5 should do it. Maybe I'll, just to be on the safe side, I'll go 3 by 3. Yeah, at least 3 by 3. 3 by 3. Hopefully this is going to work. All right, so if I plop that kind of in the middle like that, is this going to work? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let me glue this down right in the middle. And I really should have given this a little bit more thought. But, oh well. There. So now I looked in my stash, and these are what I came up with. So these are from last year, and I kind of like the colors in there. None of the colors really coordinate with the cards, but you know, they're shakers. And then these are the ice cream, what are these called? Ice cream corner sprinkles. And they don't coordinate with the card at all. So I don't think I'll use those ones. And then I have the loose frosted dots, which kind of coordinate with the card a little bit. I'm going to have to order another thing. I'm almost out of these. So these ones they're more like yellow and pretty peacock and, you know, pink, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Put a few of these down, and also I'll use the ones that I used last week as well in the shaker cards that I made. Ah, I just spilled them all over my desk. So these are the silver, what are they called? Silver, I open them upside down. Subtle shimmer sequins. So go through your stash and see what you have. I just ordered some great little snowflake shakers, little sequins, loose snowflakes. I can't wait. They should be here. I'm trying to remember what day I ordered them. There. Okay. So cross your fingers that I have these in the right spot. So I want this to line up. Like, it's not straight. So I'm actually going to line it up. You know what I forgot to do? Caught myself. I'm going to put some foam strips. I make so many shaker cards. I can't believe I forgot this. Along the sides so that it's not saggy on the sides. There. All right, so let's cross your fingers, because what I don't want is to have this crooked. So let's see if I can like lay it so that it's straight. We had the worst thunderstorm yesterday. We had one thunderbolt. Our whole house actually shook. And we have a stone house. And it was like, holy crap. Both my cats just went running to the basement. It was so funny. I felt kind of bad for them, but the two of them just went flying downstairs. Whoops. There. So I'm doing my best to line it up so that I have an even 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Okay, so I struggled with trying to fit this onto the 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. It was just too skinny and it was driving me nuts. I couldn't get it straight. So I recut a piece of the Night of Navy, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to glue this down to my card base. And I'm going to center that. So okay. And then I'm going to put this piece of the card base like we had before, and I'm going to center that like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. Okay, so now this is going to sit on here, and you can see it's a lot easier when you have an 1/8 of an inch versus a 1/16 of an inch to line these guys up. So let's put our gems back in the middle of our card. Let's use a piece of paper to scoop them up. I got part of my pre-order this week, and I got the prettiest die set, well, stamps and dies, called I think it's called Icy Edge. Oh, I can't wait to start playing with it. It's all icicles and snowflakes. It's absolutely stunning. So that's going to be on my to-do list. I have a bunch of quilts I have to do. My husband is doing construction in the basement, and it's really hard for me to get to my quilting room right now. It's driving me a little bit nuts. Is that still sticky enough? Yeah. Okay. So this is going to go here. So I have the backing is off the circle. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that. I didn't take the backing off the sides yet. I think that was my problem, because now I can line up my card straight and just press down the circles. And then now this is lined up nice and square. So I'm going to take my tweezers. I'm going to use these ones. And I'm going to pull the backing off of my foam strips that are holding the front in. And that way, it was much easier for me to line up the top of the card to the card base without this stuff sticking and getting stuck all over everything. I get that one? Yeah. So now I can go ahead and press everything down really, really well, make sure everything is well adhered. And there's our shaker right there. So now let's use up some of the other elements for the card. So we have these little blue candles. What do I do with those? Here. And we have one of these little forks as well. And so here's a couple of candles. Super cute. So I've got the Hooray that came in the kit, and I've actually cut out a few of them with my die cutter. But what I did was I scanned it into my scan and cut, and then I put like an offset. So now I can go ahead and adhere this to my offset in white. There. So that's going to sit like that. Oh, nuts. You know what I forgot to do? Ugh. I was going to stamp Make-A-Wish inside of there. Totally forgot. So, yeah. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Jeepers. Man, I got so wrapped up in this stupid shaker business. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to put my fork on dimensionals. Not that it needs any more dimension, but okay. Cute. And I'm just going to stamp these two candles like we did yesterday. There. And I've got my Night of Navy ink. So I've got it on a block. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp our little candles. There's one. And there's two. Okay. And my chamois is here. Oops. That just went flying. I rinsed out my chamois earlier, but it's drying quickly. I guess it's because the air conditioning's on. It's dehydrating everything. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to glue these on because I think we have quite a bit of dimension going on there. So I'm just going to glue those into the cake. I guess I want it up here. Well, I got glue there, so I better leave it. Super cute. And then my hooray, I'm just going to put I think just there. Put it on an angle. Yeah, why not? No, the fork is on an angle. I'm going to put this straight. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on this end and this end, because it'll just won't stick that well to the window sheet anyway. So there. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So there's one alternative. And I have glue in there. So now this tore, so I'm going to have to put a piece of white in there. So on the inside, you know what? I'm going to use my Make Your Wish on the inside. So let me get rid of my little candle here. And let me grab a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And my ink. There. And I had a cat hair on there. Okay. So I'm going to just stamp that right in the middle. There. Make a wish. And maybe I'll stamp a little candle there too. Let me grab my little candle. Okay, and then I'm going to take that little sparkly stamp. I'm going to clean this because sure as heck I'll get it on me. And then just put that right over each candle. There. Cute. Super cute. Okay. So, oh, inky fingers. Are you kidding me? So, what I have to do now is cover those little fingerprints with a few of these. So I'm just going to randomly stamp this around. There. I'm telling you. Okay. Okay, let's put the ink away before I get something else. God, I tell you. All right, so this is going to go on the inside of our card. And that's going to just sit right in there. There. Beautiful. So cute. So cute. And I'm going to put some Wink of Stella on the icing because I can. There. I don't know if you can see the sparkle on the icing, but it just kind of really finishes it off. Sparkly. Who doesn't love sparkly icing? Well, I can see it. I don't know whether you can see it or not. Trust me, it's there and it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so there's one alternative. I thought that I would have time for another, but my husband is calling me. We're going out for dinner, so I will pop back on maybe in the next day or two and try and come up with a couple of more. I hope you enjoyed this little quick tutorial. Not that quick, sorry about that, but I hope you enjoyed it and think outside the box a little bit and try it. We'll see you soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye for now.